Peace, family. It's your boy Tez, local financial ninja, providing everyday knowledge on personal finance and money matters. Right now, we at this lot. It's going on my little evening bike ride or whatnot. But yeah, as you can see, it's just an empty lot right here. It was for sale some time ago, but we just want to talk to you about the process of building homes from the ground up. So you can see we have our lot here, and if you look closely and if you can imagine, you can see basically what's going to be our fence line. And then you can see these stakes here basically has the layout of the house already staked out, just as reference for the contractors. So when you buy land like this, first thing you're gonna do once you actually secure the property, right? This is post property being secured. Um, what you'll do is you'll talk to some contractors who are gonna get started, and then they'll get started on the project overall. So the project has multiple stages when you're going from ground up. First thing you're gonna do is gonna get the land surveyed and all of that. Typically, if you're acquiring this land, it'll come with the survey report and everything you need, such as the layout and the information as to where the utilities are. Because as you can see, we're connected to the street right here. So if you look and you see that hole right there, that's a manhole. That means this has got city sewer, running to it. So you're gonna have to have the sewer hookup, the electricity hookup to the grid, and the water hooked up, and as well as the gas if you're going that route. Typically, we see a lot of gas. We don't see a lot of gas anymore in a lot of these houses where it's like they're buying in the area, developing and stuff. You might as well go all electric because you can spend a couple extra dollars, and especially if you already got the plug on it and you're tapped in, you can have solar to offset some of that electric cost. So if we don't have to use gas, we won't use gas. And that's kind of how it is when you're thinking about things, when you're developing and you're trying to get your most value out of your money. Because gas is a hazard at the end of the day. Electricity is a hazard as well, but there are a lot of fail safes and things like that when you're dealing with electricity. And just overall, it's a renewable energy, especially when you talk about incorporating things like the sun and solar to your layout. So as you can see here, this is basically what's going to be the driveway. So we already got that going, and we're going to take you through. So we have these large rocks, and this will basically be so that the water can drain through and have some time to get through to the ground so it doesn't just overflood. If you look at these stakes here, that has 209. It has a number that's corresponding to some positioning in the house, right? If you walk up, see this right here has 208. This is another position. This is going to be the big breaker box. If you don't, so most houses they have a small panel on the inside and a big one on the outside that goes to the larger utilities such as the HVAC, and the larger utilities like that HVAC, the furnace. That's going to be the bigger box right there. So if we go on, it says BPN at pier line. That'll have going to another corresponding spot in the house. You go here, this is the house corner. You can see that this is the back corner of the house, right? Or this is one of the corners of the house. We go here, that's another corresponding corner of the house. And you can imagine what this house will look like. So it doesn't look like there's gonna be much backyard. It'll be a decent amount of backyard, but for the most part, this plot of land is gonna be taken up by a front yard, a dwelling, maybe a garage. Hopefully it has a garage because this is a big piece of land. And then just a small, decent little backyard. We'll probably get rid of these trees right here. All of that'll probably be gone. Boom. But you can see right here, it's another stake. This is the porch. One side of the porch, other side of the porch. So you will literally walk through this doorway to get to the back. And that'll be the porch. We go over here. As you can see, house corner right there. Looks like we got an angled house corner off to these sides. And then, yeah, you can see, if you can imagine, it's another big box outside. Or or a brick. Basically, I don't know if it's. I'm not even. I don't. Now that I see what they're saying, the jargon that they're using, I don't know if that big box is. I think those are just going to be main like electrical connections. I don't know if that even correlates with breaker boxes. Honestly, big box, that's just probably larger electrical connections for the house, for the rest of the house to run off of. But as you can see, imagine it with me, fam. It's gonna be a crib there. Those posts right there, that's the front door. So we going into the foyer, something like that, or some type of, that's the porch and the door and everything. And then we get over here, that's the driveway. Hopefully, it turns into a garage or somewhere back there, and that's all driveway. Then here we have the front yard. This will be a nice manicured line. Uh, More than likely, it'll be the 6 foot fence, 6 to 8 foot fence running across. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much how we do it from ground up. And of course, if anybody's wondering, this is not a property I'm working on. However, this is something I would like to be involved in. So when I speak from the first person standpoint of actually doing this, when I say we're doing this, it'll probably be this. That's kind of how you would talk when you're on the project and you're talking to these contractors. So now we got everything mapped out on the property. Um, Basically, what'll happen is you'll bring your people. You'll get your head contractor. They'll get licensed. If you don't have your contractor's license to start on the property, you'll get hooked up first to the utilities. If it's not, as you can see right here, that's one utility. But then you're gonna get somebody to come out here and put an electrical box in a pole, and then from there you get the water hookups and everything routed, sticking up out of the ground. Then you bring in your foundation people. We lay a foundation. Probably be. I've been seeing a lot of slabs go up around here, but you could do it with cinder blocks and stuff like that. Ain't too much cross spacing going on anymore. So we just build on the slab for the most part. Nice thick slab of concrete for the foundation. Then we take it from there, gonna get the whole framing and everything up, and then we good to go from that. After you see that, overnight, damn near a building go up. So that's kind of how that goes. But yeah, fam. It's your boy Tez, local financial ninja, providing everyday knowledge on personal finance and money matters. Signing out, fam. Peace.